You're watching Reality Check. The fires of the farmer anger are spreading. The government, though, says it's mostly being fueled by opposition politicians, not farmers. This claim, as we shall see, has some substance. But equally, is the government guilty of double standards? Of one hand, claiming to open up markets to farmers, on the other, to place hurdles before them. Look at this video we're about to play you. Look at these Uttar Pradesh farmers carrying paddy rice in their trucks on their way to sell it in mandis in BJP-ruled Haryana. But they've been stopped at the Haryana border from entering, and they've been stuck there for hours and hours. And this is supposed to be literally at the beginning, almost the day one of the One Nation, One Market proposal, idea, vision of the new farm bill. Now let's look at what the Haryana government is saying when NDTV's Mohammad Ghazali, our correspondent in Chandigarh, asked them. And they seem to be speaking in confused language about why these truckers have been stopped. One official says that only basmati rice farmers from Uttar Pradesh are to be allowed inside Haryana to be able to sell in Karnal in Haryana, which is the nearest big mandi there. The other official is saying that Uttar Pradesh farmers will only be allowed after they register, and an SMS will be sent to them to allow for COVID social distancing protocol. So that's the double standards that some are saying are being practiced by BJP-led governments like Haryana. But then, equally, is it political parties that are fueling the farm fire opposition parties? Let's look at all that happened today. The image that went viral, a tractor being unloaded from a truck, dumped from a truck and then set on fire at Delhi's India Gate. This is the Youth Congress which actually set this particular tractor on fire. They completely acknowledge their role. Also, a huge farmer protest in Karnataka, but again, it appears that this was led by the Congress party as these farmers and other activists protested on the streets of Karnataka. Again, in Tripura, all the way out in the northeast, suddenly you had now protests against the farm bill. Again, these are reportedly led by the Congress. And again, massive protests in Tamil Nadu against the farm bill, against the new farm law. Who is leading them? The DMK's M.K. Stalin. All right. So I spoke earlier to Captain Amrinder Singh, Chief Minister of Punjab, who in fact was himself sitting on a dharna today and was leading the protests in Punjab. And I began by asking him that is this now turning into a genuine protest, or is this a political stunt? Thank you very much indeed, Captain Singh, for joining us on NDTV. Now, you yourself this morning have just sat on protests against the farm bill. Now, what would you say to the charges by your opposition and by your critics who are saying that this is a political stunt because now the Badals and the Akali Dal have exited the NDA, they're holding protests of their own, and you're just now trying to, trying to combat this?
Look, who was the one who started this off? We started it off. In the very beginning, it was us who said that this was wrong. I called a meeting of the Kisan unions here in this very room, and everyone, we were all united on this issue. Then I called an all-party meeting, and the Akalis opposed it. Everybody else in Punjab, all parties supported it. Then I called a Vidhan Sabha session. Again, the Akalis opposed it. Everybody else supported it. Now, once they see what the situation is in Punjab, obviously they've changed. They made a complete volte-face.
They're saying that the volte-face has actually come from the Congress, Captain Singh. They're saying that the Congress manifesto had actually promised to do exactly this, scrap the APMC Act.
I think there's something wrong with Mr. Sukhbir Badal's understanding of the situation. If he looks up this, the manifesto of our party during 2017, he will see that we had said that we are going to further liberalize this matter. We are going to increase the mandis by about 1,000 mandis more to make it easier for the farmer. That is what we have said. And he's trying to reverse it because nobody is looking at the manifesto. That's the problem.
I have to say, Captain Singh, I did look at the Congress's 2019 manifesto, and it does very clearly say that we will do away with the APMC Act, which is exactly what the BJP has done, government has done.
But bring something in return. Not do this, that you take everything away from the farmer. I mean, what do you know what they have done to us? They've taken away the rights of agriculture. You've taken us the rights of GST. We are not getting any GST since March. We don't here. My Mandi board, which used to give me 4,000 crores, which I use for rural development of roads and village development, that you've taken away. And now you have taken away whatever little the farmer used to get. 75% of Punjab farmers are less than 5 acres of land,
Sure.
out of which half of them are 2.5 acres of land. They don't know today who's going to buy. Number one. Secondly,
Yes.
the money that was collected by the FCI used to also go for the poor, the food that we used to give to poor. Government of India used to take the wheat,
Right.
subsidize it, and give it to the public distribution system for
Well,
the poor. Now, if some corporate houses come in and they start buying this wheat, are they going to give it to the poor, or is the government going to buy it from them to give it to the
But
poor?
Captain Singh, why are you not convinced by the centre, even though they've repeatedly clarified that this is not going to take away the minimum support price? The Prime Minister himself has come out and clarified this several times.
Yeah, why doesn't he put it in the bill then? Why is it not part of the act that we are not going to do away with the MSP? Did they say so? Today they do it. Today they'll give us MSP. Now paddy is coming around the corner. It's already started coming in my mandis. They may do it for next wheat crop. But what happens is now become part of an act. It's a law. And anybody who wants to get out of it can easily say it's a law and I'm not going to do it. So that is the catch.
So
they should have come in with it into the act.
Okay, so you're saying that it's not been written into the act, hence there's skepticism. But at the same time, the protest that the Congress is staging, today we saw a tractor being burnt at India Gate. We believe it is the Punjab Youth Congress behind it. Do you endorse this kind of protest, if that is indeed the case?
No. If it is the case, I don't know. But it shows the anger. It shows the animosity. It shows what people are feeling today. And why have I given 5,000 crores to the small farmer? Because they were all under debt, isn't it? I've distributed it all to 5,000 crores in the last 3 years to all the farmers. And now they are going to, that is one, it hasn't covered their entire debt. On the other hand, they don't know what the food, who's going to buy it from them. And, for instance,
Yes.
We've had the Mandi board since for the last 60 years. The APMC Act has been for 60 years. Before that, there was no APMC Act.
Sure.
We just had the Artiyas who used to buy. Now, the Artiya farmer relationship, the government wants to do away with. They've been told to give it direct to the farmer and not to them. Do you know that when a farmer has his daughter ill or his son ill, he goes and knocks on the door of the Artiya and takes 2,000 or 5,000 or 6,000 what he has to go for a treatment and goes off straight away.
Right.
Is he going to go and do that
No,
with the corporate house now?
you're right. Captain Singh, you're right. I've spoken to farmers myself who talk about their relationship with the Artiyas or the commission agents. But here's what the government is saying. They're saying that, look, you can continue to sell through the mandis and to the Artiyas, but you'll also have a much bigger choice. Earlier, you're only constricted to the mandis. Now it could be anybody who you can sell
I think this happens when somebody doesn't know what they're talking about. Let me tell you that who is not today supplying wheat to other states or food stuff to other states? Do you know tomorrow if in this last year, where people from Kaithal and all in Haryana used to come and sell in Patiala. People from Rajasthan used to come and sell in Abhor and Fazilka and Firozpur. And similarly, all our keynotes from Hoshiarpur and Abhor are going today and being selling in Madras.
So you're saying this is already happening?
This is just because they don't know what is agriculture. I don't know what they're talking about because they don't seem to know what is happening.
What would you say, Captain Singh, to the charge that the reason why state governments like yourself are upset is not because you're worried about farmers, but because you're losing an important source of revenue? State government, as you just mentioned, received tax from mandis. I believe the amount was somewhere in the range of 3,000 to 3,600, 500 crores from Punjab for last year. Now you might be losing that.
I've just told you that the APMC Act gave us 4,000 crores for the rural sector. And that was for developing all our rural infrastructure, which is link roads, which are your little culverts, the village development and all. That is what I used to do. Now, number one, you have taken away my GST. You are taking away this. How do I develop my rural areas? Are you going to give me money for that? No.
So, okay.
You're not even giving me my GST, which you've taken away. You're taking, and it's my constitutional right, for God's sake. We have Punjab, agriculture is a state subject. How can you go and interfere with it?
Okay, but Captain Singh, the fact is that the law has been passed, the president has signed off on it. You're sitting on dharnas, which is fine. You have every right to protest, even though you're chief minister. But beyond that, what can you do? One report or one suggestion appears to be that you're mulling an idea to turn all of Punjab under the APMC Act. That is, the whole state becomes a mandi.
That is not what we are saying. That is what Mr. Suman mentioned. What does he mean by that? I have never said this.
Okay.
We are looking at it legally, how we can tackle it, but I have not said that.
Okay. So your response at the moment would be to challenge this legally in the Supreme Court?
We will see. Our legal teams are on work, and we will see what we will do and announce it accordingly. We will do it, but it is you are messing around with the system. They say our guarantee, it is our guarantee. What is a guarantee? Constitutional guarantees have been thrown out.
No, that's fine.
What are you talking about this?
No, my question to you is, as Chief Minister, what can you do? I mean, you can obviously protest, but is there anything else you can do to try to bypass this law?
No, I mean, how can you bypass the law? If the law is a law, I am not here to break the law, but I am here to amend the law if possible. And my job is to find out from my legal team how we can do that. After all, if we can change, you can challenge the Constitution. I don't know how many times the Constitution has been amended since independence. Similarly, how many constitutional guarantees have been thrown out of the window? Why can't an act passed by Parliament be challenged?
Okay.
And we'll see how legally it can be done.
The reason why you're objecting so strongly is because it's entirely because on merit. It's not because, as some see it, it's become a political battle between you and the Badals, a game of one-upmanship on who is really in favor of the farmers. The Badals insist that they raised all the red flags with the centre. They objected in cabinet, they objected at every step, and so
frankly,
they have the moral upper hand.
Srinivas, this is an absolute bull. If you listen to them and believe them, then I'm really very sorry about that.
No, I'm not saying I believe them. I'm just telling you what they say.
No, I'll tell you. I don't know what they say or they don't say. They are always putting fast ones on everybody, and this is what they do. Fact of the matter is was Mrs. Harsimrat Kaur a member of the Council of Ministers? Can any ordinance be passed without the Council of Ministers approving it? That means she approved it. Why did she approve it? And if she didn't want to, why didn't she quit and come out earlier? It's only when the Akalis found that their ground was slipping that they forced her to quit. And it was not the farmers. The farmers were in any case fed up with them then, and they're fed up with them now.
Okay.
And they're telling them now they're still holding black flags where they go around. But the fact is that in their core committee, everybody opposed it and said, for God's sake, you're killing the party, do this. Therefore, they suddenly changed tack from being pro this thing, they've gone anti this thing, and now they're trying to throw it on the Congress or they'll throw it on somebody else. This is just tactics.
Okay, just tactics, you say, but it certainly escalated the political stakes in Punjab. Thank you very much indeed, Captain Singh, for joining us on NDTV. Thanks very much, sir.
That's it.
All right, also joining us on the show tonight, we have with us Mr. JP Dalal, Haryana Agriculture Minister, and also Sunil Jakhar, who's Punjab Pradesh Congress President. Thank you so much, Dalal साहब, आप हमारे साथ जुड़े. सबसे पहले मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा कि आप कहते हैं वन नेशन वन मार्केट हो जाएगा, लेकिन इसका लिटरली डे वन से हम जो तस्वीरें देख रहे हैं कि आपने उत्तर प्रदेश के किसानों को हरियाणा के बॉर्डर पे रोक दिया है. और उसका जब हम सवाल का जवाब पूछ रहे हैं क्यों, तो अफसर अलग अलग एक्सप्लेनेशंस, जस्टिफिकेशन दे रहे हैं.
देखिए, सबसे पहले तो मैं आपका धन्यवाद करता हूं कि आपने हमारे पंजाब के मुख्यमंत्री जी से बड़े अच्छे सवाल किए और उन्होंने स्पष्ट मंशा जाहिर कर दी कि उनको चिंता अपने प्रदेश के रेवेन्यू की है, उनको चिंता अपने प्रदेश के आड़तियों की है, मंडियों की है। इसकी चिंता होना भी अच्छी बात है, लेकिन वो ये नहीं बता पाए कि इस बिल से छोटे किसान को, आम किसान को क्या नुकसान होने वाला है।
अब आप ये इनका बताइए, उत्तर प्रदेश के किसानों को आपने बॉर्डर पे रोक दिया है और आप कहते हैं वन नेशन वन मार्केट।
हमने कोरोना काल में मंडियां चलाई थी
जी।
अब जो सिचुएशन है कोविड-19 की वजह से अलग सिचुएशन है। हमने हरियाणा के सारे फार्मर्स का डाटा इकट्ठा किया था
जी।
मंडियों में जरूरत से ज्यादा भीड़ इकट्ठी ना हो, बाई इन्विटेशन फार्मर को बुलाया था गेहूं के और सरसों के वक्त में। और हरियाणा के किसानों के परचेज के बाद हमने हमारे पड़ोसी पंजाब के किसानों के, राजस्थान के किसानों के आड़तियों के थ्रू रजिस्ट्रेशन करवा के उनकी भी परचेज की थी। और हमारा मकसद ये नहीं है कि हम उनकी फसल को परचेज नहीं करेंगे।
नहीं, एक सेकेंड,
हमारे यहाँ
जेपी साहब आप कह रहे हैं, एक तरफ से आप कहते हैं कि अब वन नेशन वन मार्केट हो जाएगा, अब आप कह रहे हैं कि हम प्रायोरिटाइज कर रहे हैं कि पहले हमारे फार्मर बेचेंगे फिर बाकी स्टेट्स के फार्मर बेचेंगे। नंबर वन। नंबर टू, नहीं मेरी बात, एक सेकंड, मैं अपनी बात पूरी कर रहा हूं। एक तो आप ये कह रहे हैं कि ये कोविड की वजह से है। दूसरा, जो आपके खुद के अफसर हैं डिस्ट्रिक्ट के, करनाल के, वो कह रहे हैं कि ये वजह नहीं है, वो कह रहे हैं कि सिर्फ बासमती चावल वाले जो हैं उन्हीं को अलाउ किया जाएगा। तो अफसर भी अलग अलग वो दे रहे हैं।
देखिए, हम हमारे प्रदेश के पड़ोस के जितने भी किसान हैं हमारे आड़तियों से जुड़े हुए हैं, उनको भी हम अलाउ करेंगे, लेकिन हम चला रहे हैं बाई इनविटेशन, हम चला रहे हैं। हमारे हरियाणा प्रदेश के सारे किसानों का हमारे पास डाटा है और निश्चित मात्रा में हर रोज किसानों से प्रार्थना करके, किसानों से हमने एक हफ्ता मांगा है कि आप कौन से हफ्ते में अपनी फसल लेके आना चाहते हैं। ऐसा नहीं हो कि मंडियों में चाव जो जाए, एकदम किसानों की भीड़ हो जाए।
ओके, लेट मी जस्ट टेक दैट टू सुनील जाखड़ साहब। सुनील जाखड़ साहब, आर यू कन्विंस्ड?
पड़ोसी किसानों का भी खरीदने के लिए तैयार है, लेकिन उसके लिए व्यवस्थित होना जरूरी है। और ये कोविड-19 की सिचुएशन है, एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी सिचुएशन।
कोविड-19 सिचुएशन, जाखड़ साहब, आर यू कन्विंस्ड?
No, I'm definitely not. Srinivas ji, the basic issue which Dalal Sahab is trying to circumvent is that the basmati is not purchased by the FCI or the government, whereas the normal paddy is purchased by the FCI. They don't want to give the MSP to the farmer from UP. That's the main thing. But at the same time, Srinivas ji, allow me a minute to address this question raised by the Akalis about their U-turn and their blaming.
About blaming you, about blaming the Congress.
Exactly.
They're saying Congress has done a U-turn.
I'm just telling about, coming to that. For 3.5 months, ever since in June, these ordinances were notified, they have been advocating and saying this is the best thing after Sir Chotu Ram's legislation that has happened to farmer. And then all of a sudden, one day, fine day, they turn around, say, Sukhbir ji says that he didn't know what was being proposed and he was kept in dark.
Yeah.
This reminds me of very fancy, a very famous thing where one of the cricket commentators was saying, though I didn't see the ball, but it was a good ball. So all along, Mr. Sukhbir ji has been advocating the farmer, this is the best thing.
Okay,
and
but
one day he find out that this is not something written in the
Sunil
bill.
Sunil
Same thing is, he doesn't know what he is talking about.
Okay, but Sunil ji, the point is, okay, let's leave aside the Badals for a second, but as the BJP is saying, Mr. Dalal is saying on the show, that you are still not able to fully say that how is the the commission agents will be affected, they'll be hit most likely, the state government will be hit because you may not get mandi tax, but how will the farmer get affected by this? Because the minimum support price, even if people want to buy from outside the mandi, the Food Corporation of India, they'll still buy at the MSP.
Precisely, Srinivas ji, the main thing is that nobody is looking at it. The farmer had the protection in the way that all these artiyas, whom they are now calling dalals, were the ones which were all registered by the mandi, by the government. So there was a monitoring and supervision by the central government. Nobody, like a Ponzi scheme, could take farmer for a ride by just showing the PAN card as is being proposed. This is the only protection what we have done in our amendment, which Sukhbir ji keeps criticizing all the time without reading it, is that we have given a freedom to all the traders. They have to register one time, even online, and then they can purchase in any mandi across the state. They don't have to take a license in every mandi, which was provided before this amendment.
Let me ask Dalal Sahab that. Dalal Sahab, ये जो कह रहे हैं कि आप आड़तियों को दलाल बोलते हैं, ये हैं आपके खुद, जैसे अभी आपने बताया कि वो आपके किसान सब आड़तियों से रजिस्टर्ड हैं और वो एक तरह से प्रोटेक्शन है कि मंडी के अंदर एटलीस्ट किसान आता है, आड़ती उसे पहचानते हैं, वहां प्राइस की सब सरकारी एक तरह से वो सब डिक्लेयर होता है, तो इससे उसको प्रोटेक्शन मिलती है।
देखिए, मैं इनसे जाखड़ साहब से पहले मुख्यमंत्री जी की बात सुन रहा था, अमरिंदर सिंह जी की। वो बता रहे थे कि जब जरूरत पड़ती है किसान को, 2000 रुपए की जरूरत पड़ती है, आड़ती के पास जाता है, उससे ले लेता है। देखिए, ये हमारा काम पूंजी का व्यापार करने वालों को प्रोटेक्शन देना नहीं है, उसके लिए बैंकिंग व्यवस्था है, लीगल तरीका है वहां। और ये भी सच्चाई है,
नहीं
आड़ती जो पैसा देता है तो पूंजी का मोटा 2% महीने का ब्याज चार्ज करता है।
दलाल साहब, आप
मैं खुद किसान हूं।
नहीं, आप किसान हैं दलाल साहब, लेकिन विद ऑल रिस्पेक्ट, आप एग्रीकल्चर मिनिस्टर भी हैं, आपको तो पता है कि किसान को बैंकिंग सिस्टम से कितना डिफिकल्टी होता है कर्जा लेने के लिए, तभी तो वो मनी लेंडर्स और बाकी उनके पीछे भागते हैं।
हरियाणा के अंदर केसीसी की व्यवस्था इतनी सुदृढ़ है कि जितने किसान हरियाणा के रजिस्टर्ड किसान हैं, उससे ज्यादा केसीसी कार्ड बने हुए हैं। पशुधन क्रेडिट कार्ड हमने 8 लाख बनाने का टारगेट किया है, उसके लिए 4% ब्याज पे उसको पूंजी मिल रही है।
आपके किसान क्यों
देखिए,
आपके किसान फिर क्यों धरने पे बैठे हैं दलाल साहब? आपकी हरियाणा के किसान क्यों बैठे हैं धरने पे?
किसान नहीं बैठे हैं, ज्यादातर कांग्रेसी बैठे हैं, या कांग्रेसियों को जो आड़तियों में जिनको ये बका रखा है वो बैठे हैं। किसान खेतों में व्यस्त है। हरियाणा के किसान 99% खेतों में व्यस्त।
इसका जवाब देने दीजिए जाखड़ साहब को। जाखड़ साहब, इट इज मोस्टली आड़तीज एंड कांग्रेसीज हु आर सिटिंग।
Well, I would not like, this is a sad comment, I would say. The government should not be arrogant. This is what Jaitley Sahab himself said, the arrogance
की बात नहीं, एरोगेंस की बिल्कुल बात नहीं।
अच्छा, उन्हें जवाब देने दीजिए, मैं आता हूं आपका। जी, यस जाखड़ साहब, यस।
One moment, Srinivas ji. Srinivas ji, you talked about the like Aadhiyas and there be the link between this thing. Of course, there are black sheep everywhere. But the farmer which says is aankh ki sharam, which in English you would say the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. जो
But at the same time,
family firm है, उसको किसान जानता है, he can deal with them on a face-to-face basis.
But Jakhar Sahab, you would say, okay,
in Bombay, how would the farmer go and sue him or go?
Okay, but would you at least accept, Jakhar Sahab? No, fair enough. But would you at least accept that the protests, of course, genuine farmers would also be there. I was in Punjab on Friday. I met genuine farmers as well. But outside of Punjab and Haryana, most of the other protest states, we are not seeing protests widespread. Wherever we are, it is politically led. Stalin is leading it in Tamil Nadu, you're leading it in Tripura, Karnataka also, it was Congress led.
Because Srinivas ji, this is a slow poison which has been given. The impact of this will be seen in the years to come. No MSP is going to disappear in 2 months, 2 years. Because the elections are due. After the elections, and by the time Adanis and Ambanis have put up the infrastructure and they are in a position to handle such huge quantity of grain, then of course it will be withdrawn.
अच्छा, then last बिल्कुल एक मेरे पास सिर्फ 10 सेकंड है। मंत्री जी, ये बता दीजिए जो मैंने आपसे पहले भी पूछा, क्यों नहीं आप लॉ में लिख देते कि एमएसपी ही होगा? ये क्यों न लिख दिया जाए कानून में, एक लाइन?
मैं ये कहता हूं कि मेरे पड़ोस में कांग्रेस का सरकार है राजस्थान में। हमारी हरियाणा की सरकार 2150 रुपए में बाजरा खरीद रही है, सरसों हमने 4450 में खरीदी। लेकिन राजस्थान में
दलाल साहब, आपने मेरा जवाब नहीं दिया।
कांग्रेस की सरकार,
कानून में लिख दीजिए, कानून में एक लाइन डाल दीजिए कि सिर्फ एमएसपी की खरीदारी होगी, चाहे प्राइवेट हो या पब्लिक।
जैन साहब, एमएसपी के बारे में मैं बताता हूं कि जो गवर्नमेंट की परचेज है वो मंडी की चारदीवारी के अंदर है, और अब जो ये एक्ट हमने बनाया है, जो कानून बनाया है, ये मंडी से बाहर का है। और मंडी के बाहर किसान अपने सामान को, अपने उपज को तभी बेचेगा जब उसको मंडी से अच्छा भाव मिलेगा। और
उसको मंडी
भी ये प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं। इसमें ज्यादातर
अच्छा,
वो आदमी
चलिए।
कर रहे हैं जो पूंजी का काम करते हैं। हमें
अच्छा,
किसान
ठीक है।
के और आड़ती के संबंध में कोई इतराज नहीं है, लेकिन इसको पूंजी देना, ब्याज कमाना,
अच्छा,
वो अपने
ठीक।
दम पे कमाए, अपने संबंधों पे खाएं।
ठीक है,
सरकार
ठीक
की
है,
इसको
देखते हैं।
मान्यता ना ले।
Srinivas ji, this
देखते
is
हैं, I'm out of
insulting the
time.
farmers to call them that they are all sitting
Sunil ji,
there
I'm out of
as
time.
Congress.
I can't, I'll come back
sorry.
to you. I'll come back to you. We'll have to leave it there. Thank you, gentlemen, both for joining us on Reality Check. Thanks so much for watching. Good night.